In problem 5a, we'll use the population figure of year 1750 and 1800. So, in order to solve for the population growth equation, this one, in order to come up with this one, so 980 equals 790 times the Euler number to the power of k times 50. K here is the percent rate growth. So this one can be also written as 980 over 790 is equals Euler constant number to the power of 50 times k. So in order, k here is the, as I said, k here is the percent rate growth. So in order to get k, we'll use ln 980 over 790 equals 50k. So in order to get k, we'll just simply divide each side 50, and here we can cancel 50, so k here is 0.00431. So now we could come up with the equation or the population growth rate formula. So we can use this equation to predict the population growth rate in year 1900s and 1950. So we'll just simply substitute the time, and in year 1900s the population growth rate is in 1,508 in millions, and in year 1950 the population growth rate is in 1,871 in millions. So based on the answers, the predictions are both lower than the actual numbers. Using the population figure for year 1850 and 1900s, we will predict the world population in 1950. So let's find the population, the percent rate of growth in 1850 and 1900. So ln times 1650 over 1260 equals 50 times k. So we'll just simply divide 50 on both sides and cancel 50. So we'll have k is equals to 0.00539. So we will now use the equation to predict the population growth in 1950. So the population growth rate in year 1950 is 2,160 in millions. It is just simply by substituting the time to 100 in the equation. So we'll get this answer. In problem 5c, we'll use the population figure for year 1900s and in year 1950, and we'll compare with the actual population and explain the discrepancy of the answer. So we'll start with finding the equation for population growth. So here we know that 2,508 2,560 equals 1,650 times e to the power of k times 50 can be also written as 2,560 over 1,650 equals 50 times k. So in order to find the k, or the percent rate growth, so we'll just simply, it is just simply ln times 2,560 over 1,650 equals 50k. So we'll just simply divide 50 on both sides and cancel 50 over 50. So the k here is, or the percent growth is equals to k equals 0.00878. So we will now use the equation. So p times pt is equals to 1,650, or the starting population, times Euler number to the power of 0.00878 times the t. So the t we will use here is 100 for year 2000. So the population growth rate in year 2000 is 3,970 in millions. So based on the answers, the prediction is much lower than the actual number. So this is probably because there were large advances in medical technology in 20th century, allowing people to live longer. So yes. So predicting from a pre-technology period is not accurate.